Based on the scatter plot, over which intervals does the relationship between speed and fuel economy appear to be negative? So if you look between 5 and 25, we are going up. That's positive. So that one's out. If we're looking between 15 and 35, that's still overall positive, so that one's out. If you look between 20, let me erase some of these. 20 and 35, it's about the same, but it's not negative. 25 and 40, starting here at 25, we are traveling down. So I'm guessing this is it. I only did the first interval. It's the only one that was negative. According to the model, which of the following is closest to this company's monthly revenue in millions of dollars for June 2009? So that's 0 months after June 2009, because it is June 2009. So we're right around 10, maybe a little bit under 10. I'm going to choose 8.5. If we just kind of sketch in this curve right here, and that's the only part they wanted, between 5 and 20, based on the trend in the data shown. What about for 17? So 17 is going to be somewhere around over here. If we follow that up, it's definitely above 40, but less than 50, and closer probably to 40 than 50, so I'm going to pick 44. Based on the graph, which of the following best describes the general trend from 97 to 2009. So that's the overall entire graph. It went up a little bit, and then it went down. So a general increase or decrease every year is not going to do it. But increase for 3 or 4 years and then decrease, that's correct. Jake buys a bag of popcorn. He eats half of it during the 15-minute previews. After that, he stops for the next 30 minutes. Then he gradually eats the popcorn until he accidentally spills everything. So the shape would look like it goes down, it plateaus, it goes down, and then it drops. The only one that looks like that is B. According to the graph, what was the greatest change in absolute value, so it could have went up or down, between 2 consecutive months? So the sharpest increase or decrease apparently is here, and we go from 5 to 2.5. So negative 2.5, if we take the absolute value, comes out as a positive 2.5. Snow fell and then stopped for a time, and then it fell at a faster rate, so it's a steeper slope. The only one that looks like that is A. B has the steepness of the slopes reversed. Which of the following is closest to the number of fish in the population 16 months after January 2015? Here's 16 months. If I follow that up, and then I follow that over, 15,000. Of the following, which best approximates the temperature of the coffee when it is first removed from the heat source? So at this point, it's still on the heat source. This is the very first point. And it's above 150 and less than 160, so I'm going to say C. So at 0, we're around 190 degrees, maybe 200 degrees almost. The next point down here is until 10 minutes later. So as we initially take it off of the heat source right away, it's going to be close to 195. During which of the following 10-minute intervals does the temperature of the coffee decrease at the greatest average rate? Well, it looks to be those first 10 minutes that have the sharpest drop. According to the scatter plot, which of the following statements is true about the relationship between a planetoid's average distance from the sun and its density? If it's more distant from the sun, it has a less density. What that's saying is, as the x-axis increases, the y-axis decreases, which fits the line.